April 26, 2018, the Husky Energy Refinery in Superior, Wisconsin. At approximately 10 a.m., a large explosion occurred in the refinery's fluid catalytic cracking and gas concentration unit. Debris from the explosion was thrown in all directions. One piece flew about 200 feet and hit a large above-ground asphalt storage tank, puncturing the side of the tank and releasing hot asphalt. Asphalt from the tank spread along the ground and into the refinery's units. Initial small fires from the explosion were extinguished quickly by emergency responders from the refinery's emergency response team. Members of the City of Superior's fire department, which has a strategic partnership with the refinery, also responded to the incident. Captain Cameron Volbrecht was on the scene.
So at first, the Husky Refinery personnel were managing a small pressure fire while we were doing the medical. And actually, we had the incident, felt like it was fairly well under control. And that's when that secondary asphalt fire had started.
The large asphalt fire ignited near the storage tanks and traveled along the stream of asphalt to the refinery's crude and fluid catalytic cracking units. Typically, this type of asphalt fire can burn for days. Jerome Quimby is the Emergency Response Team Coordinator and Fire Chief at the refinery.
Asphalt fires can be very difficult because of the amount of heat. In this case, also because of the amount of asphalt in our way to get there. And so they could easily have gone on 2 to 3, maybe even 5 days. But we really wanted to at least try to make an attempt to put this out as soon as possible.
A plan was developed, and around 3 p.m., emergency responders from both the refinery emergency response team and the Superior Fire Department began to address the asphalt fire. A fire truck drove to the edge of the crude unit, and emergency responders sprayed dry chemical fire extinguisher inside. Responders also used 2 stationary hoses called monitors to shoot water into the crude unit in an attempt to extinguish the flames. While these fires were being put out, over by the storage tanks, emergency responders began to approach the large area of burning asphalt. The plan was to push the asphalt into an empty area near the storage tanks and then aggressively attack the fire from multiple directions. First, they used 2 monitors, one to the north and another to the west, to sweep water to push the asphalt fire toward the designated containment area. Then, when the fires within the refinery's units had been extinguished, the fire truck relocated so that it could spray the burning asphalt in the containment area with foam from the east. Around 5:30 p.m., an additional team began to attack the fire from the south, spraying foam from a monitor. At this point, the asphalt fire was completely surrounded within the containment area. With the fire contained, emergency responders were able to put out the asphalt fire around 7 p.m. The massive asphalt fire had been extinguished in a matter of hours, as opposed to days, as had been initially feared.
So it was really a beautiful thing to watch, to see all 4 streams do what they were supposed to do and keep the foam where we needed it, and that was on the fire and the product to put it out.
For us on the ground, it was really obvious that we were working in what it would have been like a thunderstorm the whole time, where it's very dark, very little sunlight. But noticing when the fire body knocked down, we could look up and see the sun again, and how bright it got was pretty amazing, and how quick that happened.
Scott Gordon is a battalion chief with the City of Superior's Fire Department. He believes the partnership between the Superior Fire Department and the refinery helped his team better respond to the incident.
We started the partnership about 5 years ago, and we did it to try to protect our community better. You know, we're a municipal fire department. We all go to school and get our training in fighting structure fires, but we've got the petroleum sector that's here. So it allows us to have specialized equipment that we only use when fighting industrial fires, and then it allows us to train on using that equipment that's only going to be used when it comes to industrial firefighting.
The partnership is funded by 3 petroleum sector businesses in the Superior community, including the refinery. It can call on the municipal fire department for mutual aid in the event of an emergency.
There's a saying that many hands make the load light, and in this case it really was. But because of the longevity of the event, it proved to be such a benefit to have people to assist, but also people that were trained to do what we do and be able to be a part of that solution.
Through our partnership, we all know each other's faces, we know each other's names, and we know each other's responsibilities. To be able to fit into our roles and be able to do that seamlessly worked out really well.
Honestly, I had never thought in my career here at this refinery that I would see an event like this. But truthfully, after having been through it, not that I want to do it again, but there's things that I certainly would appreciate from this particular fire, and that's just the training, having that mutual aid agreement, trusting in those guys. All of that really added to a very successful day.